I'm back for round two, and this is going to be my July TBR slash possibilities. So, if you haven't seen these before, I read from 3 different mediums: physical, audio, and Kindle. And these are roughly going to be the books that I really do want to get to in July. Got a little bit of variety in here, but when I'm at my physical portion, I'm going to pick up to 3 books that I'm probably not necessarily going to get to in July, but they will be part of my 24 and 24 challenge. So without further ado, let's get this thing started. And you guys are probably tired of seeing this, but I swear this is going to be the month that I'm finally going to read Hearts in Atlantis by Stephen King. Novella collection dealing with the Vietnam War. That's all you need to know. But this thing terrifies me because it's nearly 700 pages. And I don't know how I'll feel about this, but it's got very decent text. But this collects Low Men in Yellow Coats, Hearts in Atlantis, Blind Willie, Why Weird Vietnam, and Heavenly Shades of Night Are Falling. So these are just 5 novellas, with Low Men in Yellow Coats being half of this dang book. I mean, Low Men in Yellow Coats ends at 3:23. Help. But this is going to be my priority. Hearts in Atlantis by Stephen King. So, now for my leaving it up to fate picks. So, I have 1 through 19 here, and pick them out from here. So let's see what I get. Spiderweb in my ear. I'm Spider-Man. Shut up. Take 2. So, what I'm going to do is point my pen like this, go down the row, and then stop at here. Pretty much that. So, my first pick will be pick number 5. And give me a minute. Brother by Anya Alborn. Help me. And this is considered to be extreme horror. I told myself that I was going to take a break from extreme horror, but yeah. But this is basically about a family who prey on women, and they are cannibals, and one gets away. So I heard nothing but great things about this book. It's supposed to be extremely brutal, and I've been wanting to read this, so that is my first pick. Brother by Anya Alborn. So 5 is crossed out. pick number 2, and we're going to go in the second row here. Pick number 10 is Fresh Hell, Autumn Crow High by Cameron Chaney. A much tamer book. And this is in the vein of like Fear Street and Sweet Valley High and all those nostalgic 90s novels and stuff. So, really excited for this. But this is about a girl who keeps dreaming of this guy who might not be what she thinks he is. So, very much looking forward to this, and it should be easy to read. So that is Fresh Hell by Cameron Chaney. And the final book I want to pick, I'm going to go in the first row. Book number 3 is going to be Devil House by John Darnielle. And it just so happens that I picked all horror. But this is like in the vein of Sinister, and I definitely do want to give this a try. And the cover is amazing as well. So, those are the 3 I want to try and read with Hearts in Atlantis. Will I get to all of them? Maybe, maybe not, but there's other months in the year. So, that's my physical bit. And now on to audiobook. So, this should be a lot easier. I decided to do Rambo First Blood Part 2 by David Morrell. And obviously this continues First Blood, and that's that. Rambo 3, also by David Morrell, and this takes John Rambo to like Afghanistan, if I'm not mistaken, and this is pretty much his 80s machismo here. But that's 2 books that I want to listen to on Audible. I also want to listen to Inside the Devil's Nest by John Durgan. And this is about a man who witnesses the murder of a family, and he is brought to a campground that has sinister intentions. That one definitely sounded good. And the final book on Audible, Hometown Victory by Keenan Lowe. This is about a football team. So I had to throw in a memoir in there. So that's Audible. Next up are my Kindle reads. Subject to change, but My first one I do want to read is Party Summer, part of Fear Street Super Chillers by R.L. Stine. Yes, I'm going to try and read some R.L. Stine. But apparently this has to deal with like a killer on a beach. So it'd be a very fun summer read. Next is Mine by L.M. Coplin. This is also a Books of Horror indie brawl contender. This one sounds pretty messed up, because this is about like a man who has an obsession with this other family, and he just wants to brutally torture them. That's all I know. And the final book is In the Tall Trees by Angel Van Atta. Also an indie brawl book. And this is only 109 pages, so I should definitely knock this one out. But this is about a little girl escaping abuse. So definitely going to be a hard read. And I hear it's like one of the best of this whole contender brawl thing. So those are the hopeful books that I do want to read in July. It's a lot, believe me. I mean, help. But we'll see what I can do. If I can knock out at least Hearts in Atlantis, I will be happy. But that's all I got for this video. And tonight, I'm hoping to give you like thoughts on 3 movies that I recently watched and a Quiet Place trilogy review. So, yeah. That's all I got for down here. I'll see you in the next one. Adios. Peace.